obviously playing at the University of Florida is bigger than most crowds in the NFL anyway, playing in front of 90,000 plus week in and week out, whether it be home or away in the SEC. And then, you know, a brief stint in Jacksonville where I got injured, but still the same result, playing with world-class athletes, going in and out of stadiums. And you know, every time I go into a WrestleMania stadium, I feel like I'm going into a football game just because I spent so much time as a college and professional athlete going in and out of stadiums the same way, dressed the same way, headphones on, you know, fully focused, ready to put on the best show, the best performance possible. And I feel the same way going in, you know, to Raymond James Stadium. I obviously have attended a lot of events here, whether it be college football, the national championship, Super Bowl, a couple of Super Bowls actually, concerts. And so the feel that I'm going to have on April 10th and 11th is going to be very similar to that I have had in the past with playing American football. It's the biggest game on the biggest stage in all of sports and entertainment, and all eyes are focused on the city of Tampa and Raymond James Stadium, and I'm looking forward to being a part of that. Playing American football and being in WWE takes an extreme work ethic, and I think that if you reach certain levels in football, that you obviously had to work your way to get there, and it's the same with WWE. There's a certain type of pageantry and charismatic feel that, you know, is based around football, American football, that is obviously the lifeline of WWE. You can't be a great character without great personality. And there are a lot of great personalities in football locker rooms all across the country. And so that lends great to when it comes to transitioning into WWE, because you have to become you're already an athlete, but you have to become a sports entertainer. And some of us were already sports entertainers. We're just not getting paid for it and not being shown in over 130 countries or whatever it is, and translated in 25 different languages. We were just doing it on an American football field or in an American football locker room. And so the transition is the hardest transition that I ever had to make, you know, both from a physical and mental standpoint, because football, you play a position, you go and you execute everything within that position that you play. If you're a quarterback, you throw the ball. If you're a defensive end, you sack the quarterback, and there's some small nuances. It's the same with WWE. There's a lot, but the only difference is that you may be a good guy performing in a place where they love bad guys and you get booed, and you need to learn how to adjust to that stuff on the fly. And every single night is a different experience because it's a different crowd every single night. Be innovative on the fly. You have to be able to go with the punches, go with the flow, feed off the energy of the crowd, give the crowd some energy so that you can ultimately take them on a roller coaster. And in football, American football, you take them on a roller coaster by scoring points and making big hits. In the WWE, you take them on a roller coaster by storytelling. Good guy versus bad guy. Most of the time, good guy, they want the good guy to win unless you're a really good bad guy, and then you end up becoming a good guy in the long run. It's just the art of storytelling at its best, and nobody does it better than us in WWE.